the black one and lay just a little of the littlest fetus hair. Little fetus, because it ain't a baby yet. It's a fetus. I ain't going dramatic. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. You see that? that fetus making waves, baby. You see it? Oh.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patience is nothing. In and out, in and out, in and out, arguing.
Hey YouTube, this is Chantal. I'm coming back to you today with a tutorial on this unit that I got from Nadula Hair. I've only worn this unit once, and when I wore it, I was kind of rushing, so I didn't properly take the time to go back in and pluck the edges. And it's been about 1.5 years since I last wore this unit, so I want to wear this unit again. So I'm gonna go in, and I was kind of getting discouraged because I didn't want, you know, when you cut the lace and you try to go back in and plug, it doesn't work out. But I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Going back in after I've already cut the lace and to pluck it a little bit more so I can give that more of a natural hairline. So like I stated, this is a Nadula unit. All the details will be below in the description box. So stay tuned and watch me apply this unit over my locks, as well as give me a little, I think I'm maybe doing a little side part or something like that, just a little. So, you know, the ladies, they know, because I have locks, as you can see. And sometimes you just want to spice it up with yourself. You want to feel a little different, get a little like that new outfit, that new something to make you feel sexy. So, hey, in between my retwist, I throw on a unit. So, like I stated, I've already worn this unit once about 1.5 years ago, and it's time. So I'm just gonna refresh this hairline. I'm gonna show you the hairline. I'm gonna refresh this hairline with some plucking, and we're gonna put this bad boy, we're gonna melt. Ultimately melt this hairline, okay? So let me show you this unit. So this is how the hairline is looking. Like I said, I did very minimum plucking. So it's about 20 inches. So yeah. Stay tuned. Let me set this camera back up and give you guys a bird's eye view of what I'm doing, okay? Be back.
All right, y'all. So to get this accomplished, I'm using a metal rat tail comb. I also have some tweezers, slanted tweezers. And I also have some T-pins that I'm going to hold my unit in place on my head. And don't mind my head. This hair has been through it, y'all. My little canvas hair has been through it, all up and through it. I promise y'all. So I'm gonna let y'all know now on this video, I will be having to come in and do a voiceover on some parts that I even recorded and was talking, because my kids been out of school and they act like they was having a whole party up in the front room, and you can hear all through on my camera, on my video. So if I'm not doing a voiceover, I will have some music in between, but I will explain everything that needs to be explained or what I think I should explain. So right here, I'm just combing the hair backwards off of that lace that I already cut, just getting them hairs out the way. Trying to really get adjusted for you all so you guys can get a good view. So what I'm doing now is I'm parting a thin slither of hair, like a centimeter, off of that lace, parting that hair because I'm gonna start my plucking behind this. And I'm going to work my way all throughout this, and I'm also going to be plucking that. Like some people would leave that right there just for a baby hair, but but I'm going to go in and pluck that area as well. So I have my rose water mixture right here that I'm spraying on here because you want the unit to be a little saturated with some water. So it helps, trust me, it really helps when you're starting to pluck. And I feel like it prevents me from putting a hole in a darn unit. So spray your unit down with some water or whatever you want to spray. Mine just happened to have some rose water in it. So I'm just a spraying and combing some hair back, trying to get that laid. And I'm starting plucking. And don't just pluck in one area. Start moving around. Move kind of fast. Just get into that habit of squeezing, squeezing, releasing, squeezing, squeezing, and releasing those tweezers. Boy, when I tell you this little thing was troublesome, I had to grip them little baby hairs and start pulling. I mean, I used to feel like it was impossible to go back in and pluck something after you've already cut the lace, but as you can see, you can. You just need something to hold on to. So that's why another reason why I parted the hair the way I parted it, so I can use that as something to hold on to. So you may not see it right now, what I'm doing, but trust me, after I start plucking and keep plucking and then comb it out, I combed out some hair. Look at all that. You see that? Just off of the plucking that I just did. So I'm gonna part some more hair out and keep doing this just so I can get a good natural hairline. I want it to look as natural as possible. So when you keep parting and parting, it makes room for you not to keep plucking in the same area and possibly putting a hole into your unit. And as you can see, I'm showing you, continually showing you how much hair I am pulling. So I have pulled the hair back and I'm just showing you all, making a little traction, a little something, something. I'm gonna spray this down again with some water. And you can see a little something is happening with where I plucked. You can see more of lines within that hairline where it look like you got many parts. That's the look that I'm kind of going for. So I've worked my way around to the side, baby. I'm already feeling that side. You see it? That thing is giving natural. So don't forget to continue to part some more hair out, and it also helps you grip, have something to hold on to, as well as continue to pluck behind that hairline because it's not all on the hairline. You sometimes have to go in at least an inch in just to, give it a more of a natural look. You don't want to be looking like you have a helmet on your head. So just continue to pluck, keep plucking. Don't sit in one little location because you will put a hole in it, trust me. And you do not want to have a hole in your unit. You can't overpluck something. So that is looking good. So I'm working my way through this hairline. Now I'm up at the top of the hairline and I'm going to continue those steps from the top all the way to the other side. So I'm just continuing these steps, parting, tweezing, pulling back, tweezing to the front. I'm just going to continue these steps all around this hairline until I feel like I've plucked enough hair. So right here, I'm going to show you how I'm going to start plucking forward. That's normally like the baby hair area, so I'm plucking forward as well with that because I can't really pull it back to pluck around a hairline. So this is the way that I do it. I just pull that hair towards the face and pluck going downward. And then I'm gonna comb it on out, get that excess hair up out of there, and I can pull it back. You can already see a difference from when I first started. You can see it doesn't look so full. So now I'm pushing the hair back and combing it back because right there I can't really pluck it. You see how that's looking? You see that separation where you can, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking for. That right there. That's what you're looking for. Give you some naturalness. You can compare both sides. I haven't even touched the other side, but you can already compare. And it also helps, like I said, parting that hairline as you work your way through it. So now, yeah, I look crazy talking to y'all, but y'all don't really hear what's coming out my mouth. But anywho, I'm gonna now pull down this ponytail, and you wanna moisturize your locks. It is important, that you moisturize it before you maneuver too much. And like I stated, this is some rose water, so I'm just spraying it to get my hair nice and hydrated before I put the stocking cap on. Now look at this. It's like 2.5 years of growth, honey. She has grown and flourishing. I'm loving it. Loving every minute of it, honey. So I'm sorry, off off the subject. But anywho, so what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna part this straight down the middle and give myself two ponytails. I'm not gonna do any braiding or any of that. I'm just gonna have it pull all the way back and part it down the middle, like I stated. So I have my stocking caps. There's two in the pack, as well as I have some rubber bands to use for my ponytail. So I had to go put on a little jacket because I was having some little spillage. I had to get the girls in order because they were spilling out that little tank top now. So I didn't put my little jacket on so I can feel comfortable. Now, as you can see, I've already put a ponytail in the low back on this side. I'm gonna do the same for the next side, pulling it back into a low pony. So now I have both of them in ponies, and I'm just gonna pull my hair upward just to see how flat it will look once I put a stocking cap on, just to see how I'm gonna position this hair. Because like I said, I don't want to put any braids in because that kind of makes it look more bulkier. So I'm gonna try to flatten it out as much as possible. But I'm just trying to see how I can position it to give me a flat look. So I'm gonna grab my first stocking cap and pull it on from the back to the front just so I can get it laid. And before I even pull it forward, I'm going to clean up that little hairline. So I'm just going to wipe up my hairline right here. So I'm going to straighten out that stocking cap. You want to make sure that there's no, like it's flat right there. You can risk putting it on your unit, and this is the one I'm not going to cut, but you can risk putting on your unit and you have some balled up or some bunched up, you know, cap on, and it can dig into your skin. And that ain't good. That's not what we here for. So it can be very uncomfortable. So I'm just making sure that that's flat out and pulled backwards because I'm gonna put on another stocking cap. That ensures that I get the flattest look possible. So I'm just turning around to show you how it looks right now. So I'm just gonna put on the next one, and the next one is gonna be the one that I'm gonna cut and do the ball cap method for. So that's why I went back in with the white napkin and some alcohol on it. So with this, I'm using the freeze spray around my edges just to push back the little hairs that I have, my baby hairs, because I want that to be out the way and tucked back. So in my previous video, you guys seen how I do my ball cap method, but I'm just gonna explain it one more time. I'm cutting out the little ear tabs, the holes for the ears. I don't want to go too high up and get a run. So now I'm gonna start cutting downward, and I'm gonna fit my ear right on through that. And like I said, if you want to see how I apply the ball cap method, look at my previous video. So I'm just blow drying the last little bit so I can get ready to cut that lace. Yeah, it is kind of hot, but hey, I'm just cutting a little bit so I can cut that lace. But prior to that, I wanted to at least try something new. This
I'm just gonna
lace
put
tint,
that all over.
and
I
I
don't beat me
purchased
up,
it in a
y'all. I
medium
actually need to
and a
buy some
dark
more Ruby
brown.
Kisses.
So
My
I
local beauty
wanted to
supply
see
store
how
does
that was
not
gonna
sell
look,
it,
or if I was gonna
so I'm
try to
gonna have to
use the
order
little bit
some.
of makeup that
Every
I
time I
did
said I'm
have
going to
left by
order
Ruby
some,
Kisses. I just
So
don't. And I end up putting the wig on and look at me now needing it. So I'm doing all the scraping up out of that jar. But I promise you, as soon as I'm done with this unit, I'm gonna be sitting here ordering some Ruby Kisses. And I believe I have it in a level 15 for my skin tone. And it's two different shades, one lighter, one darker. Technically, I've used this, I've had this one for about 2 years now. And I use it for wintertime. I use the lighter one. And then in the summertime, I use the darker one. It matches my skin complexion. And that's level 15. So I already got that blended. And like I said earlier, you guys want to see me do this, complete this ball cap method, look at my previous video. But I'm going to cut this lace on off right here. So I'm going to spray some of this Erika J Hold Me Down spray on it. Y'all, I know I need some more of this too. Baby, now this, I done had this for about 4 years. It has lasted and it works. And this right here protects your wig from your skin. It protects your skin. It's a skin guard. So it just protects your skin if stuff. For some people get a little burns or the glue doesn't agree with them. So this is good to use for that. And I'm also going to use the Erika J's glue. I had a travel size that I ordered, and I honestly didn't even get a chance to use it because the regular, bottle size held me down on my vacation. I bought it just for vacation, and I didn't even have to crack it out because that wig stayed in place, baby. It stayed in place. It did what it was supposed to do. So I'm getting my rat tail comb and my blow dryer, and I've already put some edge wax along that, the bedhead wax. I put it on my edges just so I can comb it back. I didn't want to use a hot comb, so that's why I'm using the blow dryer. Because, baby, that little baby blow dryer get hot. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. That thing like a hot comb and all with a comb attachment. So right here, I'm going with that concealer, the makeup foundation, and going on the inside of the wig just to make sure I'm covering everything up on the inside of the wig as well. So before I put any glue on, I want to try this wig on just to make sure that I'm as flat as I can be, baby. So let me pull this thing. Oh man, that, that thing is slid back. Okay. So let me try this one more time. I'm just loosening up the little drawstrings in the back, loosen it up, and making sure it's loose enough for me to put on. I'm gotta try this again, cause baby, I haven't had this wig on for at least a year and a half. Um, all right, we trying this again. Okay, okay, it's on there. So I'm just gonna do a quick adjustment, but this ain't how we leaving it. Some of y'all like to leave y'all stuff like that. Don't do that. No, 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 no. So this is the important part right here. You want to play around with your unit and see where you want it to lay before you incorporate any glues, any spray that's going to be holding. You want to see where it's going to be laid at, and you don't want it on your forehead like I have it sitting right here, honey. Don't do that. But I'm just going from ear to ear, just trying to see how I want the sides to lay, and I'm going to get that middle laid right too. So yes, I had to pull it back much more natural. So please, important step, just to see where you need it to be placed. And then another step, another trick that you can use is a white eyebrow pencil, just to mark where you want it to lay it on your head, just in case. So I'm just playing around with it. Like I said, now I'm gonna start flipping this unit backwards so I can apply. Oh, I just sprayed some on Gots2Be just to lay that stocking cap down a little bit more. And I'm going to put some heat to it just to make sure it's laid before I put my glue along the hairline. And like I said, I'm using the Erika J adhesive glue. And the scent is watermelon as well. So like I said, I got this travel size that I never used for my vacation back in July, and I want to use it before it goes bad. So now I'm applying this onto directly onto the hairline, and it has like a applicator on it as well. But I am gonna go back in and smooth that glue out with my little spatula. So I'm just putting this glue on, and I'm realizing this baby is drying quickly. So I'm gonna have to speed that process up, because you don't want that glue to dry up on you, because it's not gonna be sticky anymore. You want it nice and tacky. So, So I'm just rubbing this on in, and like I said, I'm gonna have to go back in with my spatula and smooth that on out. And I like to start in the middle and work my way around to the outer perimeters. Baby, you see how that glue is drying up nicely and clear? That's what you want. You want your glue nice and clear, because if you put that wig or that unit on top of some white glue, you're gonna see that white glue. It's gonna poke out. So I put a little too much right there. I'm gonna clean that up. I'm gonna go back and clean it up. I gotta move fast around here, because baby, that thing drying up so fast on me. So I didn't wipe that away. And like I stated, I'm gonna go all around that hairline about 3 times. I'm gonna do this. All right, so now I'm about to place this unit into the areas that I like, and I start from the middle. I'm gonna go in with my comb and just lay that down a little bit, and I'm going to continue to lay it on the sides. I go each side. Make sure you have it in the right location where you want it, and I do. I've done this a couple of times with my units, so I know where I want them to sit and lie. I'm taking that comb and combing that hair backwards from the face. I see I'm going to have to put a little bit more glue probably on that side right there. So I'm just going to hold that down. Then I'm going to the next side, because I don't want that to dry up on me. And I'm going to properly place that side down as well. And I'm going to go back in with a comb and just comb it in. That just helps settle that glue into that unit. You want the ultimate lay. You want that thing melted into the skin. Well, nobody ain't going to be able to tell, baby, that this ain't your hair. I promise you. And I like to comb backwards, because you also don't want your baby hairs or anything to get into that glue. Trust me, you don't. So I'm just going in and just playing around with it, massaging it into that glue, because I do want it to lay. So the places that I need a little bit more glue, I'm going to use the glue with the metal part of that rat tail comb, and just dab a little of that glue on before I lay it into that spot. I'm not going to repeat that step 3 times, because it's not needed. I just need a little bit of glue, so I'm just going to do this once, but I'm not going to immediately lay that lace into that glue, that white glue. You want to make sure that that's also clear as well. So I'm pulling up in the front right here. I see a little piece, so I'm just going to go in with that comb and dab some of that on there, just to make sure that I don't want to use too much, because I don't want any glue actually getting onto the lace. I want to make sure that it's on my skin and it dries clear on my skin before I even lay that lace into it, because like I stated, you do not want to lay that lace into some white glue, yet alone put some glue onto that lace. I need to put some glue over here about this ear tab. Like I said, a little light. Same thing. I'm gonna put the glue onto my skin. Just one um layer. But I want to clean off that rat tail. Sometimes you have to clean out that rat tail in between with some alcohol. Clean it off so you have a clear surface and a clean surface. Because the glue is the worst thing you want to have everywhere. I'm gonna tap some of that foundation brush. I didn't dip it into the foundation anymore, but I'm using the excess just to get around that hairline to make sure that it melts even more into my skin and matches my skin complexion. You see that thing look already now. That look Puerto Rican. Promise you. So let me brush that hair on back. Let's get into this. So yeah, let's pull this ponytail on out. So, I'm just making sure I got that comb attachment in that back leg, baby. Ooh, she feeling herself. You can see it in the eyes. So like I said, you can see it. I feel it. I'm feeling it. So I'm trying to see where I'm gonna put this part at. That's what I'm working on, trying to see how I'm gonna part this side part. I want it deep. I'm just gonna see how it takes me because with this lace, I believe it is a 13 by 4. It's not much parting space on that side. So I'm just going to see where this unit takes me, um, which will dictate where I'm going to have that part at. I don't even know if I do want a part. I may just want that comb over method because that looks cute too. It's given, honey. It is straight given. So right here, you're gonna see where I have to part because that's where the lace is kind of gone right there. So I got a part where I need to part at, where it's telling me to part. So I can't make up no part right here. So I'm just going along so you don't see any tracks. And that's fine because that's around the area that I want my part. So I'm coming in with my bed head wax stick and I'm just going to lay the hair in the direction that I want it to go. And like I said, I'm not going to use a hot comb, my electric hot comb. I'm just going to use a comb and it's blow dry. This is my Babylist travel blow dryer that I just picked up. And baby, when I tell you this thing has no temperature regulator, so it stays hot. It's coming in hot. So I'm going to use that because it's going to do the job that that hot comb was going to do. So like I said, I'm going to use my comb, my rat tail comb, followed by the blow dryer, just to lay them edges down. No need to pull out the hot comb, y'all.
My mind it runs, all these thoughts I'm troubling, starting to give up my pain, fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side when it's time to leave my life. Then it tries to take me out, tell you what I need. Right, yeah, I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need my love. I need to free my mind now. I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need my now. Yeah. If it wasn't for the money, cars, and movie stars, and jewelry, and all these things I've got, I wonder, hey, would you still want me? Would you still be calling me? Still be loving me?
So right here, I'm going to go in with my foam and just put some foam along that hair, along the hairline. I'm not going to touch the lace with this one because I don't know if it has a little oil base because I normally use the Nairobi, but I don't have anymore. So this is what I'm going to use. And as you can see, I'm just placing it off the the lace. I'm just putting it directly onto the hair and pushing it back. So now I'm going to take my comb and just comb it on in. And like I said, this is just a finishing touch. I love the way it looks after it has dried when you put some kind of foam wrap onto your hairline. Because I want them curls to pop. I want it to look nice and sleek as well, but a little wave. So it gives me that little wave and that sleek shine that I'm looking for. So right here is what I'm telling y'all how I want that fetus hair. Not no baby hair, but a little fetus hair. Because I don't want much. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that little Gots2Be black jar, a little swoop. You see the little swoop? That's it. That's all I want. That ain't even really considered a baby hair because the way I be seeing y'all out here, no shade, but the way I be seeing y'all out here with these baby hairs, now it gives. I see it gives, so I ain't gonna complain. It's just not what I wanted to give for me right now. But you see it, ooh, that's all I can do, y'all. That's all I got. So I'm coming in with my Gots2Be Freeze spray, and I'm just lightly pumping some spray onto that hairline before I put my elastic band on for the night. Because I'm gonna come back in the morning and style this or wet it up for you guys. It's too late for me to be wetting this hair up and going to bed. So I'm putting my little elastic band. They actually came with my unit from Nadula. So I'm just putting this in place. It's real stylish, y'all. Real cute. You see it. So I got my
Bedtime.
so I'm
It's
back with my
out.
bonnet on and I'm
Feel
about to go lay it down for the night, and I'm
vibes
just
that I
explaining
really
to you
like.
guys right
Gotta get
here
up in the
that I'm
morning.
gonna come back in
I
the
just felt
morning,
like it was just
wet this
right
thing up so you
to
guys
come
can
back
see
with
that
the
finished and
bonnet
final
on
product of
and say
what
see y'all in
this
the
unit
morning.
is looking like.
Good morning, Chantalinese here. So last night you guys saw me apply this unit, reapply this unit. So today you're gonna see me just wet it up for you. That's it. No style because I already got a part. So I will be using my Tresseme Flawless curls. I also have some Creme of Nature Argan Oil Strengthen Leave-In Conditioner. And for those pillow soft curls by Miss Jessie. Then I have my rose water. And I have a little oil, Renewing Argan Oil in Morocco by OGX. And if I need it, I have some Lotta Body, coconut, and Shea oils wrap foam as well. So I'm gonna take this off. You see how that melted? And I also have me a Denman brush. So first I'm gonna apply a little oil. You separate this. Bring some to the front, some to the back. Put a little oil on my hands. Just a little. Get that back piece. Some for the front. Just to give me that hydrated looking look. I want it to be hydrated. And I'm gonna do a little on the other side. And that's it. All right. Alrighty. Spray it down with my rose water. I kind of like the big look. I'm gonna use a little bit of all the products, not much because I don't want it to weigh down too much. Start with the ends. See how that Denman brush make those curls pop. That's what you're looking for. On to the next side. Love the fluffiness. A little dry spot right down. A little bit of leave-in conditioner. Treat your wigs like it's your hair and it's growing out your scalp. That's how you keep them and preserve them. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Pillow Soft Curls. Like that much. I'm gonna get a little bit more. Just running those fingers through it. I don't want to weigh it down too much. I'm coming in with my Tresseme Flawless. That much. Really hitting the ends on this. Keep those intact. And underneath, behind that heel, we got action, y'all. And I'm gonna come back behind that with just a little Lotta body for the ends. 2 pumps. Because you know when it dries, you don't want them ends to look, you don't want to look all, how can I put it? Oh my goodness. What am I trying to say? You don't want them frizzy. So that helps with the ends of that. You see that? This way it looks nice. Come to the next side. Hit them ends because we don't want frizzy ends. Just a little bit more. Getting that dimming. You don't see that. It really didn't take much. And this is what we have. Back up. She's here. I don't see her. Oh, yes. Once again, this is Chantalanice, and make sure you hit like, comment, and definitely subscribe. See y'all next time.
Let's get it. Hop off a 16 passenger. This a G5, no, this not a Challenger. Big one. I keep some members with me in the fridge. The coat seats, they some cannibals. Eaters. They like to geek. Drink a whole bottle, wake up and repeat. Damn.